In the 1830s and 1840s, economic opportunities in the United States prompted many German Jews to leave their European homelands. Many of these Jewish immigrants settled in New York City, while others traveled down the Ohio River to Cincinnati, establishing a hub of German Jewish culture amidst the already present German community. Some continued down the Ohio and Mississippi rivers, settling in small towns where they thought they could make a living. Beginning in the 1840s, Helena, the seat of Phillips County and a bustling port on the Mississippi, attracted many of these early Jewish settlers, making it one of the oldest and most noteworthy Jewish communities west of the Mississippi. Initially, most of the Jewish settlers were peddlers before opening commercial businesses that sold dry goods, groceries, and clothing. As both Helena and its Jewish population prospered, local Jews moved into landowning, planting, banking, the cotton trade, and real estate, as well as the professions, education, law, and medicine. Though they gathered in worship, it was not until 1867 that Jewish families throughout Phillips, Monroe, and Lee counties, about 65 people in total, gathered together to formally establish Congregation Bethel, which means House of God. For many congregants from outlying villages, travel to services was arduous, taking half a day by horse and buggy on dirt roads. In its early days, Congregation Bethel first met in the homes of members, then rented a storefront on Ohio Street, and eventually a former Presbyterian church. In 1875, Temple Bethel became an early member of the Union of American Hebrew Congregations, the alliance of Reformed Jewish congregations in the U.S. that founded a seminary to ordain rabbis that same year. In November of 1875, the congregation also purchased land for a cemetery on Holly Street, which stands today. In October of 1880, a new brick temple was built and dedicated on Perry and Pecan Streets in a ceremony led by Rabbi Dr. Abraham Myers, assisted by Rabbi Max Samfield of Temple Israel in Memphis. For the dedication ceremony, the congregation processed from their rented church space to their first temple building, which seated 200. One can imagine the gratitude they had for their flourishing Jewish community. Between 1880 and 1916, a period known in architecture as the American Renaissance, Congregation Bethel multiplied until they had outgrown their first temple. Their second temple, an elegant neoclassical structure, would double their capacity, seating 400 congregants. Completed in 1916 at a cost of $25,000, this temple stands today as a testament to the vitality, hard work, and economic strength of the Jewish community of Helena and the surrounding area. Throughout its history, members of Bethel closely engaged in the civic issues of the larger Helena community. They helped build a museum, a library, and the local hospital. Aaron Myers and Jacob Fink both served as Helena mayors, while Jacob Trieber became the first Jew ever confirmed as a federal judge when President McKinley named him to the federal bench in 1900. As a Riverport community, Helena hosted a diverse population including Irish, Italian, Greek, Lebanese, and Chinese descendants, alongside the African American and white populations that were typical among southern cities. Unusual in this southern city, the white community of Helena was more socially integrated across religions and ethnicities, and anti-Semitism had little valence in the community throughout the 20th century. However, this social integration of Helena Jews with the broader white community also included a general acquiescence and even participation in the Jim Crow laws and the segregationist culture of Phillips County. After the Brown decision by the Supreme Court in 1954, a number of rabbis in other southern cities were outspoken about the need for racial equality and desegregation, while the Helena Jewish community remained quiet about racial issues. Yet, some in the community quietly and effectively sought to promote change. As Helena's population and economy declined in the second half of the 20th century, so too did the membership of Bethel. It had reached its peak with 400 members in 1927. By 1967, the congregation declined to 68 families and more than 100 members. When membership had dwindled to only 10 congregants in 2006, the remaining members donated the temple to the state of Arkansas for use by the Delta Cultural Center, a museum of the Department of Arkansas Heritage entrusted with the mission of preserving and communicating the rich history of the Arkansas Delta. Following the temple's deconsecration, the Jewish community in Helena concluded as it began, meeting in the homes of its members. In 2017, David Solomon, the last Helena resident of the historic Jewish community, died, thus ending 175 years of continuous Jewish presence in Helena. The Jewish presence now lives on in Temple Bethel Cemetery and in the devotion of the diaspora to their ancestors and history.